Hey. Welcome back to the channel, Keenan's Racing and Fab. Today's episode, we're going to be working on my father's GTO again. We're going to be doing a electrical switch box because the one that was in there worked, but it wasn't so good. So let me get the camera turned around and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Here she be. This is the front side of it that the faceplate went on. These little tabs are pop riveted on, like wherever they want to be, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. It had a self tappers in the faceplate, and there were only two of them there holding on. But the kicker is where the beaver must have been taking up home. The backside of it is just chewed out, sharp edges, jagged. It worked, but it was ugly. And I'm pretty sure I can do better. But truth be told, I've already tried this project 2 other times. And I've screwed it up twice. The first go around, I built, it wasn't completely square. I don't know if that shows, but it is crooked. Second go around, didn't quite make the top. And I strive for perfection, so I got the layout done already. This is center line's not getting broke. That gets a break, that gets a break. Leaving this end long. Same thing over there. That way they have overlap. I'll overlap them and I'll cut them. But before we get going on that, let's walk over to the car. And I'll give you a quick look at the switch panel. Oh, the sun is bright. That I'm going to be duplicating. All right, here's the switch panel. Pretty basic. We're going to eliminate pop rivets and sheet metal screws. Get rid of all these sharp, janky, jagged edges. At least that's my plan. I don't want him to have to buy another one when we're more than capable of building one. Anyway, meet you back over at the break. I couldn't get that one done. So try to get it to go 90 degrees. That would be good. I don't want to have to do this 4th time, so let's make sure we are good. I can live with that. One. Two. So far, so good. By this time, the last 2 times, I had already figured out I screwed up. All right, 3. I'm getting excited. It's gonna work. we'll get these edges all squared up, and I'll clamp these overlaps together, and we'll just find center and we'll make one cut. And my plan is to aluminum weld it, TIG weld it. All right, back at the bench, we got it clamped together and overlapped. So as I said, I'm gonna make a straight cut with the jigsaw right through there. And then I'll attempt to aluminum weld it, and hopefully we can lay some dimes. I don't know. It's been a while since I've welded aluminum. Might just be globs, but we'll see. Anyway, let me get this marked out and I'll be right back with you. When I'm laying out lines on aluminum, I like to use a Sharpie, just scribble it, and then use a tungsten scribe. And I tend to put Dychem on a little bit too heavy. So that's why I do it like this. Right. If this all went according to plan, yep, it's gonna be perfect. Let me get this cleaned up and get the TIG welder fired up. All right, we're gonna attempt this aluminum weld, which I hope are dimes, but I bet you're gonna be globs. About as good as that's going to get. All right, couldn't finish up this project yesterday, so it's the next day, thus the different shirt. I do believe we left off with making these aluminum angle iron plates. I was going to drill and tap them to make a mounting flange on the front of the box so we get the plate on. I already got this side done. Just drill and tap, 3 holes, 832. Use these little black Allen heads. So the plan is 3 here, 2 here. I'm going to cut this aluminum down so that it, take a lot of the bulk out. So when you slide your wires in and out, you don't have a lot of things to hang on. Anyway, like I said, it's just basic aluminum angle iron. I bought a whole stick of it from Ace Hardware. It's 3/4 by 3/4. So to make this easy, I just drilled through both the size I need for the tap. That way I can't screw this up. Like I said yesterday, I've already screwed this up 2 other times. 3rd time's a charm. All right, that's the main box. We're gonna move on to the faceplate. Got to template that out. All right, I'm not a very big proponent of doing this, but I'm going to put my tap in the drill and go to low speed. If I can make it fit like that, we will be in business. I got a pretty good fit. Now I'm just going to take off the burrs with me file. I don't know if this translates, but this is dead on the money. All right, I decided to try to get these bolts as far into the corners as I can. So I went 5/16 from the edge and 3/16 down from the top on all 4 corners. So that's where we're at with that. All right, so we got the faceplate in the box drilled and tapped. While I was doing that, my SD card filled up and my battery died at the same time. So this is actually the third day. So I took the liberty of marking out where I want the switches to go. My dad took the old faceplate off. You can see how, as I like to call it, janky it is. The small holes aren't even center of the big holes. The big holes are lights. So when I laid this out, what I ended up doing was measuring 3/4 of an inch down all the way across. Scribed a line both sides so that they're parallel to each other. And then I came in 3/4 of an inch from the edges on both ends and got so the holes are going to be center themselves. So I'm going to go off camera because I'm sure you guys are tired of seeing me drill holes, and I am going to drill some pilot holes in this. I've already got it stamped out, Kiernan Racing. So I'll be right back. Got all the holes drilled. Everything's fitted. Everything fits real good. These are the lights that go in it. And super tight fit. It's a 3/4 inch hole. I had to measure it all out. It's the original plate. The holes are super big and sloppy and eating all out. Really hungry beaver. So what I am going to do now is I'm going to paint this up gloss black. I'm going to get that painted, and then I'm not going to make you guys live through it. I got to drill a hole here, and on the other side I got to put a riv nut in, 3/8/16 riv nut. I already ran my brackets through the milling machine. If you guys are going to do that at home, you could use a grinder and a file, but just made quick work of it. Anyway, I have to stop saying anyway. So I'm going to get the paint in that, and then I'm going to drill this out and put the riv nuts in. So we got everything painted up. I jumped ahead a little bit and did pretty much the final assembly. Got all the switches, all the lights in, got all the labels on. It was, I guess, a few hours a day. I think I'm in like 3 or 4 days. Didn't take very long, but it's cost me nothing to do. I had to scrap aluminum. We harvested the lights and some of the switches from the old box, and we had labels from an old cheetah shifter. So let me get this camera turned around, show you what the finished product looks like compared to what we started with. All right, this is it, finished product. Like I said, harvested the lights, some of the switches, added 1 or 2 new switches. All these labels are from a cheetah shifter that we had laying around. Stamped it with our name. Everything is bolted together. No more pop rivets, no more jankiness, no more beaver chew marks. So, you know, this is what we got. Let me compare it to what we started with. This is what was in the car. Big gaps from a shear. To be fair, I did put 4 bolts back in this. When we got it, it only had this bolt and this bolt in it. But you can see how bad it is. Just like no pride. You can tell these don't line up. They're all crooked to each other. Big gaps, pop rivets just wherever. They're not even like spaced evenly. And then the back side of it, just crap. This is the back side of mine. Should be easily serviceable. That's what I got for this video. Like I said, didn't really cost us anything. I had the aluminum laying around. It's just a little bit of work. About 3-4 days, a couple hours of work here and there. So get out there in the garage, challenge yourself. If you like this kind of content, comment, like, and subscribe. And until the next time, talk to you guys later. Thanks.